51 at 11:30 on Sunday, December 17th. Stay. Calm down. Stay. That was kind of calm. Doctor's orders, you know. Rex is in rehab for his torn cranial cruciate ligament, in case you didn't know. Steve, what's your excuse? Come on, let's go. Thank you. We're out the door for Sunday, weather and more. Storm clouds are gathering. Now, when the wind comes from the south and the southeast or even southwest, I don't get that windy here on the north side of a hill. The storm is still more than 900 miles to our south. Want to see the analysis from the Ocean Prediction Center? Rather ominous. The first thing you see is 1042H. That's a very strong high pressure system. And then you see the red L down there in the lower left, a bunch of L's, but the one on the coast of South Carolina is the most important one. And they qualify it as developing hurricane force storm paralleling the east coast. And you look at the watches and warnings. Storm warnings are purple. Hurricane force wind warning, that's the red. Out at Baltimore Canyon, off the mid-Atlantic states, expecting winds gusting past 65 knots. It's not the deepest low-pressure system we get, but it's a very strong high-pressure system. What is wind? Air moving from high to low pressure. But it does not go in a straight line because the Earth is spinning. So the Earth tries to spin out from underneath the air, and that causes air to curve to the right. So the air comes in from the east and southeast and south tomorrow. I guess somewhat good news, a little bit of a change in the storm look tomorrow. I show you the kind of big picture here, Euro first. And it looks like the low comes right up into New England, but then it kind of turns baggy, so we have two lows coming into New England tomorrow. Or more of a boundary with waves of strong low pressure coming at us. So a little bit like what happened last week, where you don't have one single storm center, but a couple of different ones. So that kind of spreads out the energy a little bit. But still, there's plenty of energy. Let's go to the local wind forecast. This is called the 6-hour maximum wind. And this is for 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. In the previous 6 hours, we're expecting winds gusting 55 to 65 miles an hour. And that would be mostly eastern Connecticut, Rhode Island, and eastern Massachusetts. With the center of the low going over the Connecticut River Valley, it'll be much less windy near the center of that low. All right, so there's a jet going right over me. I can't even see it, but we can certainly hear it. Keep it down up there, will ya? Things to do down here. Why is it so noisy? I don't know. I should have some kind of fancy scientific answer for that, shouldn't I? But I don't. The wind is going to be howling tonight and tomorrow. It's all-day storm tomorrow. Here's the NAM surface, precipitation, isobars. Green is rain. Yellow is heavy rain. Orange thunderstorms are possible here. Coming up tomorrow. Ends about 5 o'clock in Boston. People asking me what's going on. When's it going to stop raining? When's it going to start raining? Well, I just showed you that. It's already begun to rain in southwestern Connecticut. And look at the satellite this morning. Forgot to show that. Impressive cloud. Several low pressure centers off to the west, but the main storm is on the coast of South Carolina. You want to see the analysis, the surface analysis for South Carolina this morning? There it is. The red numbers are gusts. And there's a buoy out there. Was it 44004? I think that was the number of the buoy off South Carolina, where the temperature and dew point came together at 71 degrees near the center of the storm. The dew point has come up. That is almost a subtropical storm with the winds sustained at 45 miles an hour, gusting to 63 miles an hour with 17-foot seas. That's the current status of that storm. So I kind of gave you the forecast, and I went back and looked at the storm. So it's all it can be. Rainfall amounts, the NAM rainfall. Looks like the heaviest rain is going to be just to the west of the center. That's what happens a lot with these tropical-like storms. Northern New Jersey into southwestern Connecticut, that's 5 to 7 inches of rain. That kind of crosses right over New England with 3 to 5 inches of rain at some of our favorite ski areas in Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. And the top of Mount Washington also is all rain with this on the front side. It's just a really deep, warm winter storm. There's some snow on the west side. And holding out hope for snow in southern New England. We've been talking about Wednesdays. Last 2 Wednesdays, there's been some surprise snow around here. This system is going to leave an upper level low behind it, so now we'll go forward into Tuesday with some snow showers and squalls possible in New York and Vermont. And then there's going to be an additional low pressure system forming over the ocean on Wednesday. We've been talking about that all along, going back and forth on whether that's going to bring us some snow. The Euro last night says 2 inches of snow in Boston on Wednesday. I made fun of that kind of a forecast 2 weeks ago, and guess what? We got 2 inches of snow just away from the shore. So I'm not going to make fun of it. It's something to watch. Maybe if I put my Christmas lights up on this Alberta spruce, it'll make it snow. I think that's why it hasn't snowed, because I took the lights off. They were on for years. All right, I'm going to put the lights on this bush so it will snow on Wednesday. Think that'll work? And then it's not like nothing is going on headed towards Christmas. Let's take it out in the extended period now. We've talked enough about this storm. Everyone knows it's coming. And let's go to after the Wednesday situation. It looks like kind of a gentle flow from the west-northwest at most levels of the atmosphere. And you get some little lows coming through, dustings of snow possible with some weak clippers. And then late in the period there, you have high pressure building over southeastern Canada and a low somewhere near the east coast of the United States. It's more Tuesday, though, on the 26th, that there's a chance of something coming up the coast again. Tuesday the 26th is the full moon. It's called the cold moon. And with the just recently new moon, there is going to be coastal flooding with this storm tomorrow at midday. We talked about that a little bit yesterday. The forecast of minor to moderate flooding near Buzzards Bay and some serious waves and erosion. Anybody's going to go kiteboarding, any extreme kiteboarders going to go out in that storm? If you go off the south coast, at least the wind will point you back towards the land with 10 to 15 foot waves, and winds have sustained about 40 to 50 miles an hour tomorrow. Okay, what else? Sunday, Patriots are in town. Is Taylor in town? I don't know. The water temperature out here is in the 40s. The air temperature is 50, so it's already warming up. And tomorrow we're going to go for the record high temperature tomorrow in Boston. I think it's 60 or 61. So we're going to have record warm tomorrow. This is a high amplitude, sort of an extreme event, which we are very used to in the Northeast here. And it would be nice to get one with snow instead of rain. Get a couple of mergansers down here. So I didn't carry my phone with me yesterday. I went to a holiday party at the family birthday party, actually, in Plymouth Bay. But I didn't have my phone with me, so I didn't get you the images there. But I did get a glimpse of the moon in Plymouth yesterday. Really fun afternoon. So I don't have much more for the and more. T-Rex and I went for a walk yesterday, and there's still ice on the roads around here, even though we've been above freezing now for 3 days. But the ground can act like a refrigerator. So if you have some ice at the end of your driveway, it's because the ground is so cold. And we had all that rain earlier in the week, and we're going to have rain coming down the hills and flooding, and that will probably freeze in place in a lot of spots. So there'll be a lot of ice around here when it gets colder, probably Tuesday night into Wednesday, with hopefully some snow. All right, go for a walk with T-Rex up the other side of the house. Nice afternoon. By evening, though, the storm has arrived. Talk to you later. Oh, yeah, we had a request on the YouTube comment sections. User EM. Where's Mitt? Where's your other cat, Mitt? Well, Steve, do you know where Mitt is? Yeah, he's all cozy up on the bed. He loves that Afghan. All right. Steve, say hello. I'll try and get Mitt to come out tomorrow. Talk to you later. Steve, are you intending on taking T-Rex for a walk? You want to go with Steve? All right, you guys go. Come back by dinner time, okay? See you later. right, Steve, we'll be back. Out the front door. Sweaty roads. Come on, Rex. Let's get across the sweaty road safely. So again, this is the refrigerator effect. This ground was very cold for a couple of days. Yesterday it was in the upper 50s. Right now it's in the upper 40s. And check it out, the ground is still cold enough to generate ice from below. Somewhat scary walking on it. Just amazing. I mean, we're in a thaw, but the ground is so cold, it's making ice. On this gorgeous Saturday. How many Christmas parties are going on today? Oh, I can't get enough of this. So pretty. That's probably enough and more for the whole day, I think. What about you, T-Rex? Air is going calm. Well, it was almost calm. From the east now. Some glassy water out there. No doubt Steve was a little jealous. Come on, Rex. Let's go. Let's go. We're home. Did you miss us? Cold east wind with the new moon. December moon, I can't remember what it's called.